UFC Fight Night, Volkov versus Rosenstrike. We are live on ESPN Plus for the entire card, and we will begin with the prelims as we welcome the great Sean Shelby to the stage. First fight in the women's flyweight division, Erin Blanchfield versus Jj Aldridge. All right, next fight at welterweight, Rinat Fakhretdinov versus Andreas Michailidis. All right, next matchup in the UFC flyweight division, Jeff Molina versus Zhalgas Zhumagulov. All right, next up at bantamweight, Johnny Munoz versus Tony Gravely. All right, moving on now to the lightweight division, Nicholas Stolze versus Benoit Saint-Denis. All right, next up in the UFC featherweight division, Damon Jackson versus Dan Orgetta. All right, next prelim is at lightweight, Joe Solecki versus Alex da Silva. All right, and our featured prelim is in the UFC women's strawweight division, the rematch between Felice Herrig and Karolina Kowalkiewicz. All right, that brings us to the main card. First up in the light heavyweight division, Alonzo Metafield versus Asgar Mozzarov. All right, moving on now to the flyweights, Ode Osborne versus Zaruk Adashev. All right, in the women's flyweight division, Karine Silva versus Poliana Botelho. All right, that brings us to a featured bout in the UFC's featherweight division, Michael Trisano versus Lucas Almeida. All right, co-main event is also at featherweight. 10th ranked Dan Ige taking on number 13, Movsar Evloev. All right, and finally, our heavyweight main event. Number 7, Alexander Volkov taking on 8th ranked Jairzinho Rozenstruik. All right, Alexander Volkov, Jairzinho Rozenstruik under the lights here tomorrow at the UFC Apex. Early start time, 10 a.m. local for our first fight. One more sleep. We'll see you tomorrow.